Welcome guys to episode 41 of the Healthcare KX series. Today is very interesting. It's on heart transplant and spirituality, or heart transplant part 1. Alright, so heart transplant recipient can experience spiritual and behavioral changes, including shifts in food preferences, emotional temperament, interest, and even the appearance of new memories, which I'll talk about in the next episode, which some attributes the new organ and others to the trauma of the transplant. These changes are a complex phenomenon, with possible contributing factors including the psychological impact of receiving a new organ, potential cellular memory transplant, which if you want I can talk about that, or psychological changes from new hormones. And that's kind of what I want to focus this topic and this research education video on. Okay, or physiological changes from new hormones. Some recipients receive positive changes like enhanced social confidence, while others face emotional and cognitive difficulties. So, some of the spiritual and behavioral changes are changes in preference in music, art, or other recreation. There are new memories and emotions. The individual report experiencing new memories and emotions that appear to belong to the donor, sometimes described as cellular memory. And that word has been used for a very long time. And cellular memory is essentially how your cell grows, right? It's embedded in your DNA. So when you're doing a transplant, obviously some of the cellular memories are in the heart. And when you integrate the cellular on cellular level, somebody's heart, if they are, humanitarian, let's say if you're a criminal, what happens? Think about that, right? If they're a criminal and they have really, bad intentions, or, they want to hurt people, those will exhibit onto the new recipient. And, it doesn't matter how much screening it is. Heart transplant is a heart transplant, right? It's to save lives. And whatever happens is after, deals with it after. It's like cancer. You have your cancer surgery and you deal with the aftermath of it, just like every other surgery. So, anyways, alteration in temperament, talk about changes in identity. This is interesting. And this is what I was talking about. The experience of receiving a new heart can lead to questions about identity and the feeling that the heart is not their own. So, when you think about that, it's scary, isn't it? Alright, so cellular memory. One hypothesis suggests that memories and personality traits are stored in the cells of the organ and transferred to the recipient. Physiological effects, such as releasing hormones like oxytocin, which affects social bonding, and atrionatrinucleic peptide, I didn't know that one, which impacts stress hormones, potentially affecting behavior. Let me say it again. Atrionatrinucleic peptide. This is why I'm not a doctor. Alright, I'm a researcher, educator. Alright, the vagus nerve. This is also an interesting one. The nerve transmits a large amount of information from the heart to the brain, obviously, and which, obviously they're linked together, which may be a pathway to transmitting information related to donors' experiences. Sometimes what's very interesting, I'm going to stop right there, but, you can read the rest. What's very interesting is that sometimes they actually dream about the person's life, and it's scary, but it's spiritual. To match a heart donor to a heart recipient is already hard enough already, with the timing, the weight line, the death that happened because of the weight line, all that. Guys, write on the back of your driver's license and make yourself an official donor. You might save lives. You never know.